Hi, my name is Tabor, and I attended Professor Mike's Introduction to Entrepreneurship course last summer. As a program designed to immerse students in the methodologies necessary to build and scale high-impact entrepreneurial ventures, Mike's course was heavily rooted in real-world application of concept. We spent the latter half of almost every class working with alumni who had founded their own startups and come back to receive guidance. My team, Aquasol, focused on developing water coolant technologies to address solar panel overheating. In my time working with them, we not only charted our 2025 roadmap and beyond, but we actually facilitated a B2B pivot after realizing that we were able to apply our technology to pre-existing solar panels and therefore address markets that were previously thought to be saturated, like California solar farms. I think the ability to work with founders was a huge part of obtaining real world experience that you really need to succeed in an actual startup environment, but that can be very difficult to replicate in a classroom. Mike's class focused on the lean entrepreneurship model, which is, I think, especially fitted towards student ventures that might not have the same level of capital that you might get from something with like VC backing, right? So you get is this highly applicable experience that does go into the best practice and that does go into the theory behind these major decisions that we're examining, but that also gives you a very tangible toolkit that you can then almost immediately apply to your own projects, whatever that might look like. So for me, I've used adopter persona ideation to recognize candidates for chapter expansion for my extramural nonprofit NYC Earth. And similarly, we used minimum viable products and foundational market research, so like A/B testing, when we were tailoring our course or our event offering for another local nonprofit I work with, Beautify Brooklyn. And I know that I'm not alone in this because it's something that I've seen mirrored in almost every classmate who I've kept up with since the program. Almost everyone has been able to take the understanding that we developed and really apply that in a very meaningful real world context. At this point, I've worked a lot with youth empowerment initiatives. I'm actually involved in the FXB Climate Advocates program at Harvard, and I co-direct the Stanford equivalent, so the Climate Leaders Fellowship. And I really cannot undercount how immensely impactful Professor Mike's course was to its students. And I think even beyond that, because it strengthened these humanitarian projects, that it probably has an impact that is quite difficult to quantify. But I would rate it as one of the very best options available to high schoolers today. And I would absolutely believe that it would be a powerful and worthwhile partnership to pursue.